Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. When I be making it to the station, I say, call in. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, click and listen live, or you can go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM, and guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor? Can you say that good morning one more time?
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and poppin'. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube.
All the social media platforms in the whole wide world.
And you shout them out?
We'll shout them out. We promise.
Good morning, Miss Roberta Carter. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
Mr. E.
Yes.
What day is it today?
Today is home day.
Oh, my goodness. I almost flew out of my seat. But I tell you what, it's the middle of the week. You all should be up and popping.
That's right, up and popping, moving around, ready to go. Sun is shining. The weather is grand. No precipitation outside.
Oh my
76 degrees. And guess what? You should be up and ran to go.
I hope it's like that for something in the water. You know, sometimes it's, you know, it plays tricks on us as we get close to May. The rainy season starts. And so hopefully we'll expect these beautiful weather that we're getting now for then. Next week.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
And that's right.
So, Mr. E, I mean, it is definitely a day that we are going to rejoice. I'm excited because today is Career Day at Ingleside Elementary School. We'll be representing there and just really, really, really having a good time with the young people there. It's always good to be around young people and tell them what you do and inspire, because they really get inspired. They ask so many questions.
That's right.
They're so excited about when we come, and I'm just grateful. So I'm going to shout out Miss Crystal Hinton and Ingleside Elementary School.
I'll be there along representing the CBC Christian Broadcasting Company. I'll be right there in full living color.
Okay, well, I tell you what, hopefully our guest, this is our Wednesday segment, What's Under the Hat, issues concerning men. And hopefully, Senator Lionel Spruill will be able to get away and call in and talk with us on today. In the meantime, Mr. E, there is so many things going on. First of all, we do want to mention what district he represents. And also, we want to kind of talk about some of the issues that the community is, what they're concerned about, what men are concerned about. And so we're going to go through a list of things that we feel are on not just everybody's mind, but men in particular. So Mr. E's going to get their district, and you all can Google Senator Lionel Spruill. He has a campaign going on, and we're going to hopefully hear from him this morning. In the meantime, like I said, there are a lot of issues, things that people are thinking about, talking about. People are talking about women's rights, abortion and health care, gun violence and gun control laws. And also, how can we help build a better community? And Mr. E, I often think, I know women are interested in their rights, and they're fighting really hard when it comes to abortion and things like that. But do men really care, in your opinion? Do men care about what women go through? Is it a thing where they sit back and say, yeah, I'm all for this, or I'm all for women, having the rights to their bodies, or is it something that, is a second thought? Is it something that you think about, Mr. E? Is it something that men discuss?
Well, one of the things that Ms. Hinton, when it comes to discussing things about voting and things of that nature,
women's issues and things.
Well, there's some of the things that men need to know about women's issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing that what's happened to a lot of men. Men has gone to the point where they think they are in control of a woman's body. That, for years, men has been saying, because she's married to, that he's the head of the house, and I call the shots. I call the shots. You married to me. For years, men has been saying that for such a long period of time. So now I feel like this. If they want to share that information with you, then they can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm just wondering if, it's a discussion among men. Do men really believe that a woman have a right to abortion? Do men encourage women to have abortions? I know that some men do say, "Wait a minute, you're what?
That's a Tupac.
You're what? Here's some money. Get yourself down there and get fixed." And we've heard that down through the years.
Right.
So I'm saying they play a role in sometimes saying, "Look, we can't do this. We can't do this. We can't afford this. I'm not ready. Is it mine?" And all that kind of stuff. But I'm curious to know, men, is there discussion about, hey, how dare they take the rights of a woman away, or how dare they not provide certain health things for women? Or do they say, look, I'm concerned about my wife and insurance, how she can get more insurance. She's not getting enough insurance on the job, or they won't cover my wife. I'm just wondering the conversation that goes on among men.
Ms. Hinton, that's a great question to ask men. It's just like a child living in your home at age 15 on up, and sign a petition or sign a letter saying that she don't want her parents to know what's going on with her, and she's only 15 years old. Parental guidance. It's just like when you get married to a woman, and if there's issues concerning a husband and a wife, I believe that the wife should share, just like the husband should share things with the wife. But if you're not married to that woman, she has every right not to expose or to enclose any of the information that she don't want you to know.
Okay.
But if you're husband and wife, you need, a husband need to know what's going on with his wife.
And what
His
if you're
wife,
a partner? You may not have that, wedding certificate or whatever, but you all are long-term partners. Don't you think that a man should be concerned about a woman's
that's right, that's
health
right.
and her insurance and things like that?
If they have that relationship, that kind of relationship that what they want to share that information about them, yeah, they should do it. But that when it comes to some of the privacies of a woman, some women don't want them to know nothing until later.
Okay. Well, concerning insurance, concerning
Concern
abortion,
when it comes
concerning
to
health, concerning child care. Ooh, seem like all that would be out in the open.
it should be out in the open. It should be out there open for everybody to know, especially if there's children involved, especially if there's a pregnancy, especially if it concerns to the family, to the household.
Mhm.
See, because sometimes we get information, and sometimes we can go to the left, and information that we get, that some people don't want to share it. Just like with some men, they don't want nobody to know that they got a secret lover.
Well, that ain't
I thought I'd throw that in there.
yeah,
And,
that
and, and if
issue.
it is, and if that's something on the outside, let's say some men that they got a secret, lover, a side, what they call in the streets, a side piece. They got a side piece, and she's pregnant,
Uh-huh.
and she's getting ready to bring a child into the world. And she done told him, do he tell his uh partner that's under the roof with him, his wife, or that he got an outside child?
A lot of now this is the thing. See, while you're bringing it up, sometimes that's how women find out through a man having insurance on that outside
Yeah,
child.
yeah, yeah.
I've heard of that scenario and stuff like that. That's how it's like, wait a minute, what's this on the insurance papers here?
Another child.
A child with this, who is this? So, that is not unfounded. Sometimes it happens like that. I'm just curious, Mr. E, when you men are sitting around, some of the things that you all talk about concerning women. Also, if you notice, and I'm not saying for all things, but when they're doing rallies and all kind of things, marches with women, sometimes you see more women than men. You see some men, but you see more women than men. Now, with the abortion issue and things like that, I think men are out there saying, yeah, let a woman do what she need to do. And, so we kind of know the stance of men in a way. I'd like to know more of the statistics of if men, what side are they on? What do they talk about? And do women have the support of men in general?
Miss Hinton, when we talk about, that's one of the greatest questions in the world that we need as family, as husband, as wife, as men and women need to discuss. The telephone lines are available, 624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. Do a man need do a woman need to tell her significant other, her husband, what's going on with her, and to make the insurance adjustments, or do he supposed to keep it under the wraps?
Well, if he's concerned about her health, seem like that would be a discussion.
That would be a discussion.
I'm saying among men, do men kind of
we
talk
as men
and figure, hey, this issue with women, we should pay attention, we should get involved, that type of thing.
Some men are in denial, when it comes to issues concerning a woman. For one, if let's say a woman is get pregnant, and they not married, and the first thing that they come to their mind is, it ain't my child.
Or get an abortion.
Mm-hmm. Why abort? And sometimes husbands and wives who are married, all of a sudden, they've been in it for a long time, and she done got pregnant, and he's saying, how is this happening? When? So do they get an abortion? But here's the thing that gets me so much. even if a woman, I know that a woman has control of her body, whether or not if folks do agree, but I know that a lady, a woman has control of her body. She know what she wants to do and when to do it. Do they keep it in secret? Do they keep it behind wrap and don't tell anybody that, okay, I done had abortions? What do they do? They don't want nobody to know that that they had got rid of a child, and that they're in control. If a woman's body is acting crazy, acting up, then she's got every right to do what she got to do to get her body. Same way with a man. Some men doesn't disclose information about their bodies.
That's right.
So 624-947-5757, 624-9475. The telephone lines are available. What do you think, Ms. Hinton? Do you think that that men is last to know about a woman's body?
I think men, well, in this day and time, women are shouting loud and clear. And we're going to be talking about this on our Friday show. This is actually our Friday topics, issues concerning women. But, I was just wondering how much men support women's health and who's making the decision about women's health and what a woman does with her body? Are men making the decisions? Are men talking about it? So that's this issue of healthcare, women's healthcare, abortion, all this stuff will be discussed on our Friday show. In the meantime, there is some more issues, and I know you all see it, and a lot of people are affected by it, and that is the gun violence and the gun control laws. We're trying to wrap our head around all the stuff and that's going on, Mr. E, in this day and time. Every morning we're waking up hearing more about guns and somebody getting shot and people resolving issues through gun violence. And it's just it's a cycle that seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Do men care about the subject of gun violence? Is the everyday person more concerned about, making sure they have their guns and their protection, which they are, according to the law, they can protect themselves and have arms. But do they talk about what's going on and all the things that are going on in the world that seem to be dangerous to our families, to our children, to our schools? Today we understand that Walmart in Chesapeake is opening. Well, we had mass shootings in there.
That's right.
A young man decided to take out his co-workers and things like that. Do men get afraid? Do men go out and buy more guns to protect themselves after they hear that stuff? What is a man's reaction to the gun violence and what's going on in our world?
When and that's good, because I had a nephew that who's dealing with some issues about gun violence,
Mm-hmm.
who figured that, if he can't resolve it, they can't resolve. Men are to the point where if I can't resolve it, the next thing I'm going to do is fight, or the next thing I'm going to do is shoot you. This new generation that we're living in, all they want to do is pow, 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 pow.
Wild, Wild West.
It's a wild, wild west. They want to resolve it by gunfire. Not sitting down, not trying to get anything accomplished. But we're living in a day and age now where they don't settle battles by fist fight.
I know.
They done gone to the Wild Wild West where they used to slap each other with a glove and take 10 paces and turn around and shoot. That's what we're living in right now. We're living in where folks can't handle, that can't resolve issues, can't resolve problems with words. So we have to go to the next level. They go to the next level, and you got a whole lot of men, and I heard it in the barber shop. I heard it up and down the street, that they're resolving. They're going out and getting illegal guns.
Wow. Why get illegal guns when you can get them legal?
Well, you can, but
they're criminal
gun
and not supposed to have.
But the gun they're looking for has to be an illegal gun. I was looking on Facebook earlier today, and I saw a cat said he was looking for an AK-15.
Really?
What you gonna do with an assault rifle?
And that's the thing,
You,
you're
you know,
going a little
what
bit
are
too
you going to do?
hard.
What are you going to do with it with an assault rifle? And if you get caught with it, you're going to jail because guess what? It's not. It's illegal for you to have. And why
Yes.
do you need such a big old banana clip with 20 rounds in it?
And this is the thing. We said it was a law to be able to bear arms legally. But what about people that are now using weapons and going in and taking out innocent
That's
people?
right.
This has become a problem. And the thing about it is, it becomes not just you using a gun, but what is your mentality? What in the world is going on inside of you where you say, look, I'm going in here and I'm going to do harm to children or someone else, and then I'm going to kill myself. That goes beyond a gun. That goes beyond somebody's mental health ain't all
Premeditated.
right.
Yeah.
And so this is, we have so many things to address. Missy, we have the guns, we have illegal guns,
Right.
we have mental health,
Right.
and mental illness, and we have, conflict resolution, which people now are not resolving things in a way where, it can be a win-win situation for folks.
And they don't want to resolve it sitting down to the table talking about it because there's a lot of folks figure that you're not understanding what they're saying. It's a one-sided conversation. You got people that are going to the schoolhouse now. When they go to different places, they only hear one side. That's either the woman's side or it's either the law side, but some men feel that you're not listening to their side.
What about the gun laws? I mean, all right, Congress, all right. I wish the senator was sitting right here. All right, senators.
3 days.
What in the world is going to be done? I mean, it's just amazing how, all of us as intelligent beings can't come up with a solution for anything. These issues continue. These issues are going on and on and on and on and on for years and years and years and years. And now it's like, well, when are we going to solve anything? When are we going to leadership? When are you going to say, okay, we have come up with a solution? So busy fighting each other, you can't even come with a solution to help the community and our children, help us, all of us families to survive. That was one of the things I was mentioning. How can we build a better community, and how can our leaders help us to do it?
Miss Hinton, they got so much. They got their hands. When we look at our leaders now, they got their hands in other people's pockets. Their pockets are being padded. And they're getting trips and things of that nature. And when they do all of that, they're padding their pockets. They're making inside deals. You look at the gun laws today. There are so many folks that says it's a 3-day gun law. Now it's 3 days before you can get the gun. So, but then there's some that says, okay, I'll sell it to you right now.
Yes.
So what happens to what rules are we going by? Do we go by the NRHA rules, National Rifle Association, NRA? Do we go after the store owner's rule? Let me sell this gun and make this money right now. Or what is the law? Everybody in America, in the world, is baffled because one, the law say one thing and the ownership of the gun shop says another.
Absolutely.
Now, but once we take those guns away from the consumers or from the owners, now the streets are saying this: I can get you any kind of gun that you want.
Absolutely.
You don't have to worry about it. It's a clean gun. It doesn't have a serial number. And for what you want to do with it, it can be done. So do you buy the gun illegally off the streets? And if you take a survey, you'll find that there are more illegal guns on the street than legal guns.
And that is definitely a shame. But we're calling, it's a call to action now for leaders to get together, those in Congress, start, finding solutions. Do we need stricter gun laws? Do we need do we need consequences, really good consequences to get people from not going across the line and doing things to harm people? Do we get everybody checked out and find out where their mental stability is?
That's what we're supposed to do.
Do we monitor everybody? And before you know it, if you all don't watch out, you'll have something in your head or your feet tracking your every move.
That's right.
Maybe that will solve it. We don't need that either. But hey, it may come to that if it gets too much, too dangerous. Let's see who is on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Sproul.
How you doing, Senator Sproul?
I had to be at the dedication opener up in the Walmart. So when it got set up,
yes.
So I had to be there on focus. I had to be there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Well, Senator Sproul, we were just talking about gun laws, gun violence. Can you tell us anything about where we stand in getting better gun laws?
Yeah. Right now, I am here at Walmart. The reopened Walmart. What's going on? We have put, let me say myself, my side of the aisle as far as Democrats, we have put real laws in. We got a bill in now that states if you have a gun in your car and it's clean, and someone looks to your car and get it, you will be charged your place.
Yes.
Number one, we're going to pass laws. Now, and how are these kids, 6 and 7 years old, how in the world are they getting guns? We are now going to hold the constant problem, hoping that's what that happens in school or to any of these kids. But if you allow your kids to get a gun because you do not have it home locked up somewhere, like where it's supposed to be, we are going to charge you because it's not right.
Wow.
Last year, we also talked about all these guns on the street that we are saying to the police department. We had it so people could turn all these illegal guns in, no replication whatsoever. We found out now people saying we were getting these guns off the street, turning them in. They would say, "Hey, what's your name again?" The name is so. They said, "No, we need to talk with you." So people now are scared. They were scared to turn these guns in.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's really important to us. So
yes.
We're going to continue to try to push laws to get guns off the street. Too many guns on the street. Why are you allowing to first to buy one of those AKA?
Yes.
Now, got a new thing coming up there saying that now you can't push the gun now until you get 21 years old. And after 21 years old, after you have been through a class, a proper training class.
Yes.
Okay? So 18 years old, we try to stop it. But the 18 years old cannot purchase a gun and can't buy a gun and produce gun shows. What they were doing was these gun shows, buy the guns, bypassing the authorities as far as purchasing the guns, not getting them to the way that they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing right now. But we wish we could have stronger laws. Every time we, on our side of the aisle, I would call it Democrat, put in safety and gun laws, they get shot down by the other side of the aisle in the House. So that's what we're doing right
Absolutely.
now. Also, last Thursday, you know, restoration of rights, I met with the governor, I meet with him Friday on trying to restore the restoration of rights, especially those who are nonviolent. This government has changed the rules. So he and I meeting again. We met one time before. I think he got some good stuff coming towards Friday. He meets with me Friday.
Yes.
To see can we restore the rights of those who have gotten in trouble, give them a second chance.
Senator Sproul, tell us, what is the atmosphere out there at the new Walmart?
Oh, man. Robin, it is great. Large, nice crowd. Large crowd at the Walmart. And so Mayor Rick West, even corporate executives, they were here. And as they were giving their speech, it was very emotional. They were crying, giving their emotion. And the store manager, young black girl, who was the store manager, who has been here every day from day one. And so I have never seen so many executives from all over the country, from Walmart, came to give their remarks. And their thanks to the community, their thanks to the elected officials on supporting them, supporting Walmart. And they can open up in 2 minutes, and they thank them so much because I was there front and center. But it was very emotional. have never
Absolutely.
seen executive people who get up there and think about it and have tears in their eyes. So it was great.
Yes. Senator Spruill, tell us how people can find out more about your campaign. Give us some websites, the social media.
Yeah, you can call my campaign officer, my 757-424-2178. And that I do have the blessing of the majority of the houses and churches in my district. The district was made at 65% Chesapeake and 35% Portsmouth. So I will be with y'all very shortly. Governor, I think my folks have to talk to y'all very shortly and get that done. But the campaign is really important. But most of all, I was wishing and hoping that I would have y'all prayers first.
Yes,
That's
sir.
most important.
Yes, sir.
Then the election is June 20th. Early voting, you go early voting, May 5th, early voting. You can go and vote early, May 5th. In the registrar's office in Chesapeake, on Peter Road, the registrar's office in Portsmouth. Early voting. That's the time.
All right.
That's June 20th. So I would do that. And so
Well, thank you.
To have time to get back on your show.
That'd be great. Thank you so much. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. You all come over here for a second, because we're only going to be here for a second, and have a blessed day. See you on Fun Friday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Our special guest has been none other than Senator Lionel Spruill from District Number 5. He's down there at the Walmart's new center down in the city of Chesapeake, Virginia. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, Peace 95.3 FM, and WPCE 1400. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day.
Woo, I tell you what, thank you so much for joining us. Look, we were blessed to have Senator Spruill just for a few minutes. He said he'll come back, talk a little bit more about the campaign and things. But we're going to have to go early today. We just want to say thank you, Roberta, Miss Marie Despina, Marie is on, Sheila Robin, Joseph Williams, all those that are on. Thank you so much for joining us. Jewel Corcoran. Yeah. Don't forget to keep sharing and talking and subscribing to our FYI Radio Show. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to represent Career Day at Ingleside Elementary School, and we're just thankful to be able to share with young people and inspire them to be great. So look, you all have a blessed day, and we'll talk with you on Fun Friday.
For more information about FYI, give us a call at 757-714-7861. Don't forget, 757-714-7861. Tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10. Oh, by the way, don't forget our After Dark show. That's After Dark, FYI After Dark, 6 p.m. on Monday. Looking to see you there.
God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
2 up, 2 down, PA.